it goes, isn't it?
Fuck's sake. Yeah, that's
Shove
perfect.
it.
Well,
Shove it in my arsehole, Guardian.
Cade says a line and then eyes up Guardian.
I'm Batman. No, he doesn't say
So
that, does he?
what? This is the best part. So what the wife has done? Okay, this is thing. So she's decided that I'm too low in the seat. Yeah. So she's giving me a booster seat.
Jeez.
So she's giving me.
Jesus.
So she's giving me a booster seat. Oh, I fucked it up now. So she's giving me a booster seat. So now you can see my nipples.
Oh, fuck. So basically, you need a chair made for boys.
When he goes to the restaurant, they give him a high chair.
How do I change my name?
Your nappy.
You know, I tried to just do that now as well, but I don't think you can.
You got to go to the
can't
courthouse.
change your name. You just
submit a document.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, go down to your local births, deaths, and marriages, and
on that
note, I guess everybody's all live. We're all going.
Yep.
Welcome, Kiddlywinks, to our special PvP episode. Tonight we are joined by, in alphabetical order, Mr. Sevs. Say hello.
Yo.
Yo. There he is. Mr. Agnikai.
What fucking alphabet do you read from?
And special guest tonight is young Mr. Monster Boy. Monster, how you doing, homie?
not bad, mate. Yourself?
Fucking amazing. Yes, my alphabet is perfectly fine. I used to be dyslexic until I found dog. All right, move on. So tonight's episode, guys, we're basically just going to be talking with a bit of a PvP guy, something a bit different, break away from the story, a little bit of the history that we've already gone through, and yeah, basically just have a chat about something different with somebody else other than these two clowns. So, Monster, you're going to be, we're depending on you to bring the IQ level of this podcast up a little bit, especially live on air.
I'll just leave now then.
The IQ level's like lower than your hairline, I swear to God.
Lower than Seb's is in his seat without his booster in.
I just want to show everybody my fucking nipples, don't I?
Fuck.
It's all right, Sebs.
I don't have the $5 notes here just to start flicking.
Mate, you can give me any. You can give me $5 notes all you fucking want, man. Just give it to me.
He's just sitting there with $2 coins, just like.
So Monster, do us a favor, bud. Introduce yourself and like, why have you got hairy shoulders? Let's just point that out. Why have you got hairy shoulders, man? Because I can.
Yeah, and this one's not.
I know what's going on.
This one is. I got a birthmark.
Right.
And it stops right here in the middle. So one half of my chest is hairy, and the other half isn't. So it's my little love patch.
He's
all right.
Fucked a Wookiee, and he's half Wookiee.
Only half of the Wookiee, though. Only half of it.
Yeah.
He got half Wookiee.
I only got half a job.
It was 50% off sale, mate. That's why.
Oh.
So how's everyone been last week, boys?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone doing good?
Be back. I'm back. I'm gonna get beer.
When does he
Just
ever
started. Fuck.
When does he ever not out of beer?
Did you see the effort it took for him to get out of his seat, though?
Yeah.
It's like you need a grab rail or something.
Did you see him just drop as he jumped out?
He
gets higher as he sits.
Like,
As he's going up.
Do you need an adult, Sevs?
I go on to my wife. She's allowed to look after me.
Someone's fucking got to, apparently. So, yeah, as we were, how you's been? What's been going on this past week?
Nothing much. Obviously, there was that surprise Harbinger quest came out, and you could get the different forms of the Hawk Moon and all that sort of stuff. Then they found a cheese that if you hadn't picked up the crow's feather bollocks, then you could just keep on refarming the whole fucking thing. Turns out I already picked it up, so I fucked it all up and stuff like that. So I did a couple of runs with that, but that's all that's come out. Obviously, the twab's out, but I'll let everybody introduce themselves and all that sort of shit first before we go into that crap.
I've been doing the exact same. Fuck all. There's nothing to do. We tried Grandmasters last night, and that was alright, but like we didn't clear it. We got there. Like it was fun, and raid day like every week. But other than that,
I haven't the raids.
I haven't done.
I've seen we've got a few new people coming into it,
This week was alright. It wasn't our fastest, but last week was like Jesus. It was bad, man. Oh my god, I don't know what it was. It was just we couldn't get it done. We got it done eventually, but it was like last encounter, which should take max 20 minutes for a new team, took us 4 fucking hours.
You had Monster with you, didn't you? That's where it went wrong.
We had Rag.
I'm pretty sure I was watching the stream, and the old Sev's goat scream was coming out through stream. I was hearing that.
Yeah, somebody's fucking playing that.
Seiko.
Yeah, that's you.
I know. I'm not denying it. Don't deny that shit. But it took us fucking ages. It was just nothing. It just wasn't molded. It just would. People were going. So we decided to go. All right. I can't. It was confusing if I go to the one guy. Go. All right. You're taking the highest, and then you take the lowest. And then you take the middle highest, and you take the middle lowest, on however you fucking do it. So people just couldn't understand that. So I was like, just shout your fucking numbers out. And everybody's like, I'm going to 4. And then 4 people just run to fucking 4. I'm going to 5. 4 people run to 5. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then one guy would go, I'm going to 4. And they fuck off over to 1. And they're like, what the fuck? It's not even on the fucking list. And you're like, and I'm like, all right, I'm operator, so I'm chasing the people behind, and I'm turning around shooting the fucking bubbles, chasing the person. They go, I take it off them, and then run off to somewhere else because they've gone the fucking wrong way. That person's shouting, going, I haven't got a fucking ball. And I'm like, it's all right, mate. I've taken your fucking ball. I haven't got a ball. Bang, dies by a fucking captain. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, guys. I was
so
like,
that was Agnikai screaming, that wasn't it?
Fuck you.
I've only got a ball.
Fuck you.
I don't want the ball.
Mate,
But,
I've done 3 and got us to clear. Let's be clear on that. And I'm Spressa. Riddle me that.
But it was fucked. It was just fucking. It was fucked to us. It was fucking hilarious. But
but
you know when you're just like, all right, come on, guys, come. I like, for fuck's sake, guys, come the fuck on. Like I've told you what to do. And then what's this fucking Strife? Strife's done. And goes, and he's off the fucking map. Like off.
Yeah, we're in damage, and he's just.
What the fuck? The fuck is going? Somebody hit me, and he didn't go like. He went, whoa, gone. I'm like off the. And I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Someone hit me with a fucking gravity hammer from Halo 3 off the fucking map.
Gone, man. I need to fucking.
Jade, you can turn the CC off yourself on your stream, on your end of it. She's got closed caption coming up, trying to keep up with everything that's being said, and it's failing miserably.
It's like those fucking
subtitles. Seb says speaks unknown language.
Unknown language. Yeah.
Welsh intensifies.
Welsh intensifies.
What are you trying to say, fucker? What are you?
Sorry, we can't hear you while you're sunk in your chair like that.
But you see him come back. You see him come back, and you go down shit, and then bong.
Yeah, gone again. Yeah.
Gone again, like fucking miles away. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on, man. I was like,
I really hope he streamed that session so I can go back and look at that VOD because I want to see what happened. I want to see where he went. Oh, I don't know.
And then we were like, all right, we're gonna do the arc. We're gonna do arc thing. And I was like, yeah. What I'll do is I'll put my fucking well on, and then I'll put my fucking my big well, my fucking well irradiance on, and then I'll just change it. We got time, and I was so pissed off, and I just fucking shoot him, and I didn't even fucking change it, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm out," and everybody started coming on Discord going, "Yeah, we didn't get the fucking clear." I didn't want to say anything. And then Dark come on and goes, yeah, it's really glitchy, man. It's really glitchy. And it was because I had to fucking change it because I was so fucking angry.
What about you, Monster? What have you been up to?
Haven't been much on the Destiny this week.
Mate, we don't want your life story. Fuck.
Computer went bang.
Yeah.
That's always handy.
I've been playing Destiny today and yesterday.
Nice.
That's about it. That's about it, really. Just PvP. I haven't done the Hawkmoon stuff. I haven't done any of the season stuff apart from the first week when that came out.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Nice.
So Monster, what's the catalyst that got you into PvP then? And what's the catalyst that got you into Destiny 2? Let's start with that fucking thing.
Well, I got into Destiny 1. I never even heard of Destiny until my brother. He's like, "Oh, play this game." So I jumped on, had a go, and we're mucking about, and he had a Doctrine, and that was when the Doctrine, the auto rifle, 900 rounds per minute, was just absolutely mental. And I was like, I want that gun. And ever since then, I've just been PvP, and then watched a few gods on your Twitch and all that, and ever since then, it's just been PvP. Yeah. Whether I'm having a good day, bad day, shit games, good games, I don't stick to the meta. I'm always hand cannon and sniper, no matter what.
Did you do many other PvP games prior to Destiny, or?
No, it was more racing games. More
right.
like your ATV, MXV, kind of stuff. Gran Turismo.
They're very different.
Yeah, I never really. Yeah, so Destiny was pretty much my real first shooter.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I was always like, I did a lot of sport. Like, I was always pretty active. You can't tell that now.
You're half hairy now, so.
Yeah, I'm only. Yeah, I was all non-hairy back in the day.
I got to ask, did you ever get waxed or lawn mowed? Like, did someone just run the mower straight over you, like your back?
No, back does not have a single bit of hair on it. It's just fucking right. It's
so that's
just
like
right
a
here.
front quarter Chewbacca then.
Yeah,
this section is
right.
Chewbacca.
Yep, it's right there. That's
it's
it.
like Seb's tattoo, the same fucking section.
exactly fucking right. But his goes over the.
Maybe they're related.
Hang on, yeah, we're on the same too, on the same side. Yeah, he's copying me.
Afford these fucking tattoos.
They look a lot alike too, so it could be. No bite there, Sebs?
That just fucking threw me off now. Just
so what's your when you're doing your PvP in Destiny, what do you like to run class-wise first off? What do you run?
Well, when I first started playing, I was a Titan. And then I was a Titan. That was my first character. And then I started playing with it was just me and my brother just mucking around. And then I found one of my good mates. He played as well, so I joined him. He was in a clan called Exotic Teabags. And that was my first ever clan. So I joined that, Exotic Teabags. And that was some really sweaty PvP players. So they were always in D1. You'd go shotgun invis on your hunter, which was on your arc subclass back then.
Blade
you also
dancers.
had blink. Yep, blade dancers. Yep, you also had blink as well. So that's what I switched to. And I've always just been hand cannon and sniper. I can't shotgun to save my life.
Yeah, like, is it because, like, I'm finding, because we decided, because there was nothing really going on in PvE, I'd try and get into PvP. But I just can't.
Aim?
I'm not that guy. Yeah, well, it's not the fact it's aim. It's, I can't, my peripheral vision isn't that fucking fantastic when it comes to shotties, where you slide in, bang, and then you move to the next one. It's usually slide in, bang, I fucking shot the fucking ceiling and bang, you're fucking dead. I like to maybe step back a bit and have that ability, or It's just maybe it's just not the rate of fire. I can't handle that such a slow rate of fire. I'm
not real passive, but if we're going into elim or anything like that, I'll make sure that I'm the sniper because I like to sit back and be an Overwatch, if to say. And so I like to run a sniper and 2 shotguns, or 2 snipers and a shotgun. Oh, there's always got to be a shotgun there because a shotgun will get you out. But I run a very low sensitivity. I don't know why. I can't run 10. I miss everything. Yeah. So I run I think it's 5 or 6 or something. No, 5 or 6.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, really, really slow. So that's why if I get rushed by a shotgun, I'm stuffed.
The hard thing to remember as well is that Destiny isn't like Call of Duty. It's not a on the ground play style game. It's a 3-dimensional fucking play environment. So playing on such a low sensitivity restricts you all over the place. Whereas I used to play like 3 on Call of Duty because I could just horizontal turn fine and be straight with it. But now that I'm in this, I had to up it to higher. Otherwise, you just, like Seb said, you're just missing it and you can't keep track of it.
Yeah.
But like you said, like I've started running a sidearm because of the rate of fire and a sniper. So you go long distance and then obviously you can get in there with a nice little rate of fire.
I don't know. You say sidearm because of the rate of fire, but the range on your sidearm is like the bar. The bar's fucking maxed out. And the impact's like a little bit lower.
So somehow I've got I randomly got a high elbow with almost max range and max impact. Yeah. It's just a little fucking beast. It is. It's fucking savage.
It's a sniper.
But yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking good. It does. It's got about the same range as a hand cannon. Not the most stopping power that hand cannon has and stuff like that. So what hand cannon you running, mate?
At the moment, I'm in love with the Crimson.
So many people are.
I've always loved the Crimson.
I've run that since forever, and it's getting popular the last since they've stuffed up, not forgotten, and since they rearranged all the hand cannons, everybody's just gone to your more
the 451 rate of fire fucking hand cannon, you know? Yeah. Is that what it is? It's like a 450 rate, isn't it? It's because it's obviously a 3-round burst.
Yeah, it's 2.5 bursts will kill you.
Yeah. And it's
always been a popular one because you can always pretty much aim for the high chest, bottom of the neck, and that last round's always a headshot. So it's always brutal damage. It doesn't matter what range you're at either. Like the range,
exactly right. It's got good range.
Is not too bad. The recoil sucks, but because it's got such a high rate of fire with that burst fire, you can sort of counter it, and it's enough to stagger people as well.
Because it's got that. It's got that healing perk as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. Like Red Death and Destiny 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the fucker that gets people out of a lot of fucking drama. Is like bang, 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 fucking millions of fucking things, and then you're healing. So when you are turning to the next fucking guy, you completely fucking healed.
Yeah.
So we've got a question here from one of the viewers. They're asking why they still suck with the Crimson. I believe this person's gamer tag is short fuse.
It's because when you're shooting a gun short fuse, you have to hit the target.
Well, see, at the moment, I'm still on a PS4, so I've got to aim next to the target if they're on a PS5.
yeah. You're shooting here and going
so you did in front of them, so they run into the bullets.
Yeah. So you got to compensate. You got to try and guess where they're going.
He's fucking adjusting.
To answer your question, short fuse, is your TV on? Is your monitor on? There's the problem.
Have you considered playing Gran Turismo? I think is a better answer here. There's no one to shoot.
Alex the Kid. Play Alex the Kid on fucking
Frogger.
Sega.
Get your Frogger on.
Frogger. Running over animals.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine you're running Adored. Because that's
yes, yep,
go-to.
yeah. It took a while to get used to. It's because it's the beloved 2.0.
You're not
But
allowed to say that, man. You're not allowed to say
It's got a
fucking
wrap. It's different.
it's all right. So it's got a bit of it's got a bit of cloth, but because they've got rid of the short gaze on it, it's got a different scope on it. It took a little bit to get used to, but yeah, once you get used to it, it's good.
Yeah, because I was hitting some fucking fantastic shots with Agnakai and Prod. Like anything that would stick his head up, bang, he was fucking dead. It was fucking awesome.
The only thing is like,
well said.
It doesn't. When you're on console, it's just better to use Arbalest at the moment. It's just that much more higher aim assist, so you get the headshots way easier with it. But there's no 120 hand cannon to put into your energy slot. Is the only trade-off.
Yeah.
See, if I change to the Eye of Soul sniper, I will put on the posterity from the raid.
Okay.
I think that's one of the most. I think that's one of the most underrated hand cannons at the moment. I don't think enough people are jumping on it.
Do you have a role on that?
I've got reconstruction and rampage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I seem to be fine with. Prod, he's got another role. He has, I can't even remember what his role is, but he likes that better than my role. So it's all personal preference, really. What you feel comfortable with and what you feel works best.
I was actually going to ask, do you believe that when people say that this is the god roll weapon, do you actually believe that is the best version of the weapon, or do you think that's the best version? Do you think there's another version of the weapon that suits your playstyle better? Because you see it all the time.
I feel if, like, I've always used hand cannon sniper, whether I'm getting absolutely destroyed by another team or destroyed by someone, or having just a muck around with you boys and I'm getting absolutely destroyed, I will still stick to my hand cannon and sniper, whether it be a different sniper or a different hand cannon. So I'll go from the Eye of Soul to the Adored, or back to the Adored to the Eye of Soul, and change hand cannons around. And that's where I think a lot of problems are coming in, because you see your bigger YouTubers and they go, you need to get this gun, you have to get this gun. And that's where everybody will just grab that gun. And then it's just, well, this is kind of boring now because everybody's using the same gun. All you've got to do is change your play style a little bit and you start killing kids.
Well, you go back to when the Summoner first dropped. You know, the Summoner was like the go-to AR because it was a sniper rifle that shot at, full auto at massive range and did huge damage. But then all of a sudden it was, you need to have this exact role for it to be justifiable. And I remember looking at the God roll going, I could see how that would work, but then the role I had was rubbish. But I still did just as good with it because that suited the way I played. And so, yeah,
if you run mods on your gear and you hit your shots, well, you're still going to kill people.
Yeah.
All right, the perks on the gun will help a lot, but if you're running the perks on your gear, they're going to help more. I think they do more than, like, if you're getting your rampage and Zen moment, that's good. Killing Wind, Rampage, Posterity is Prod's Posterity, so that's what he likes to run, is Killing Wind and Rampage. So still got the same Rampage perk. So only starting.
I'll say. So, Killing Wind is, explain to us what Killing Wind is, and then I'm under the impression that for Rampage to be any fucking cop, that you have to kill 3 people in rapid succession.
Depends on the gun. If you can get what was the gun they just took out of the game? The hand cannon?
Not Forgotten.
No, not Forgotten. They took it out because it was too powerful, but still people can still use it. Anyway, if you've got one stack of Rampage at 2-tap people...
Steady hand.
No, not steady hand before that. True something. If you got a 1 stack Rampage, so 1 kill...
True Prophecy,
thank you. You could 2-tap people to the chest, which was just racking kills up. That's why it was so powerful, and they took it out of the game. So there's still people out there with rampage rolls on that, and it's not sunsetted, that are wrecking with that. So it comes down to what the gun can do beforehand, and then rampage just amplifies that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But see, like you still with a roll like that, yeah. While it's a good roll in good hands, for the average player, like are we wasting a potential, like a aiming assist mod or something like that, targeting adjust or something along those lines? Are you sacrificing that because you can't consistently get those good kills to get that perfect crop? Do you know what I mean? So you got to wonder. I always scratch my head when I see some of these god roll descriptions, and it's like, I get why it's a god roll if you're a god player, but if you're not, like, there's other level of gun that's just as effective for anybody.
Yep.
See, like you just said, the Zen moment is such an underrated perk. It's after you get a few shots, it's stable as fuck, and then you can, if you've got the rate of fire, you can kind of roll it up to the head.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking ass at fucking hand cannons, man. My fucking hand cannons, I hit them fuckers in the foot. I'll just shoot you in the foot until you fucking die.
Yeah, killing.
Your toenails, motherfucker.
Killing gives you snapshot max range, and you get lightweight frame speed. Yeah. The god roll perks that you get on guns just make it so even if you're shit, you get that one kill. You get not an advantage, but you're just playing.
You're going to be able to use that gun though.
Well, even then, it's like you can get a lucky one kill, and then that perk makes it so it's that much easier to get consistent kills after, like killing wind. Increased movement speed, snapshot sights, and lightweight. Oh, sorry, max range.
Because what was that sidearm? Is it the Traveler's Judgment? Is it the Traveler's Judgment?
Chosen.
The new Traveler's Chosen.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That was if you could continuously hit people with that and get the proc in and get their the aim assist and stuff, it was fantastic. And then you could obviously upgrade your specials.
Yeah.
I can't use it to save my fucking life, man. I cannot use it to save my life. I do not know what it is. I thought, I'm into sidearms now. I'm gonna get that out because it's fucking awesome. And I was hitting the fucking everywhere around these fucking people. You can see all the bullet holes behind them, and then the guy's still there, and he just goes. Hits you in the face with a fucking shotgun.
Sweet business.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them lately at the moment as well. A lot of sweet
I love
businesses,
the
especially
sweet
the last
business.
2 days.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that.
Armamentarium on Titan.
Sweet Business is the one that you have to ramp up, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like the chain, I think.
Yeah.
It's got 100 rounds in it, yeah.
I remember I was playing Trials before I met you guys, and there was 3 guys running around with Sweet Business. That's all they did, and they were just firing around corners. You could see the bullets coming around. 3 of them just.
And if you run that as a Titan with I think it's the Armamentarium chest piece on, it just steadily reloads constantly. I've done games in Crucible, like I've done my survival matches, where I've done that and I've just held the trigger down the entire match until the match was over. And you might stop firing for about once through the entire match, and that was just because you literally fired everything. You had no ammo left, so you find someone, pick their ammo up, and then you just start shooting again.
I'm surprised we haven't seen people with the Titan Exotics that gives you like the ice overshield now, because that forces you to move slowly already when you do that. So you just put Sweet Business on, which already forces you to move slowly when you want to hip fire aim, and you just walk around like a fucking Terminator. Just like sit in the middle of the
If you're slowed by the ice and then you're slowed by the Sweet Business,
it doesn't stack the same. It's like whichever one slows you the most. It's like debuffing a boss.
Really fucking slow.
One step takes 10 years.
Yeah, fucking crew.
I'll let you know later.
Oh man, it's true.
All right, so just as a quick thing before we roll into like the hardcore, the fucking percentage and stuff like that. So the TWAB's out. Look, I was to be honest, I was expecting more the Harbinger fucking thing and all that sort of stuff. For some reason, they're keeping the Wraithborn hunts out. I don't understand why they're keeping the Wraithborn hunts in.
It's content.
Yeah, but it's not there to anything. It's not there to do anything. Like they're taking all the crow's bounties out, so you can't get the Warden seal.
No, you can't. So yeah, the Warden seal's gone, but it's all of last year. People were like coming into seasons, but then they were missing seasons in between, so they didn't get to experience like Vex invasions from the original one, right?
Right.
And so people were like, oh, I want to be able to do the things that I missed earlier, but while continuing the new stuff. And Wrathball hunts are like the only thing that's actually content in this season besides bounties.
Yeah.
So, end of season 4, when Witch Queen launches, they'll go away, and then if you miss out, you miss out. But yeah. Other than that,
And then they bring back Umbral engrams, and then that recaster thing. I don't. You happy for that?
yeah, it was great. And they're making it better now, where you can focus even more on what stats you want on armor, on weapons. It's a much more focused system rather than let's go and do Grandmaster Nightfalls and hopefully get 70 drops. But that 70 could be in movement, it could be like a 50 drop in movement. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
I'm still like, is it being fucking like, are they being lazy? Were they just going, all right, we're just gonna pull this out of the box, put that in there, and away we fucking
100%.
go?
but we know we like it.
100%.
It's like,
Well, it could be. Yeah, that they've had good reports. They've had a good report back off the content creators and stuff like that.
yeah, it's like we like the end chest at the end of Deepstone Crypt, and that was from Menagerie coming in, where we got to specify what rolls we got. It was like we could still re-roll things at the end of Deepstone Crypt, and we know we like that type of content. They've focused it better now because we were still annoyed with the way the armor stats dropped, and we didn't like how many fucking Umbral engrams we were constantly getting, so they've lowered the amount that they drop as well, so our Postmaster doesn't overfill. So they're listening and they're learning like that, and this is also a good sign because of sunsetting and what's happening with sunsetting and how they went so one way with that and it didn't work. At least with this, they're showing that they can listen and go the right way with things in the future. So all around, it's a good sign, I feel like.
And what I do like is the gilded titles.
Yes.
Like the gilded titles, I think is fantastic because it's not just now that you go, oh, dredging. Dredging's a fucking like one of the easiest seals. If you just play Gambit, you'd easily roll into and get it and stuff like that. Crucible now, because when Unbroken is going to be another one. So Unbroken, you can do other things and you get a fucking gilded seal, and then you can get your fucking dick out and just fucking wank over everything and just fucking throw your fucking muck everywhere because it's got a different fucking color. And it's going to have different things, like as it advances, it's going to have different things that you can put things. And I think that's a fucking great idea, is that you can keep going and get better crap. Well, it's not better crap, but like have that dredge instead of purple. It's
well, it was also annoying, like going, why would I want to play Trials if I've got the flawless title and I've already gone flawless for this weekend, or like enough times this season.
Let's not talk about Trials. We can't have the arguments now about Trials. Leave it towards
Once
the end.
it's like ready.
Let's leave the
come at me.
Let's leave the trial shit till the end, because that's gonna be everybody's gonna be picking their computers up and throwing it out of the fucking window and stuff.
But like even Unbroken, like people didn't want to do Unbroken anymore. It was like, I did it. It's done. Why would I want to go and do anything to do with competitive anymore? There's no pinnacle weapons to go for. So
well, they're saying there's another pinnacle next year, and
next season,
20. Next season, 4th of February. So look, that's in the nutshell. In the nutshell, that's all the fucking 12.
Yeah.
Is other random shit. Sorry, mate, I'm burping like a motherfucker. Oh,
Did your missus need to come and put you over her shoulder and burp you?
I got a high chair over there.
She's got a burping chair for him.
You're sitting in a high chair, Sevs. What are you talking about?
What's a high chair over there? It's a baby's high chair. So
he's got a bit of tattoo on his back that just says burp, and then it's a handprint.
You got a fucking tattoo on your face that says "punch me in the fucking head."
Whoa!
I call it my Indian.
Ned, holy fuck! Was that
right.
a fucking racist slur? Oh.
Nah, it's alright.
Monster.
Next.
Sorry. Somebody else I didn't realise. I keep forgetting we're on fucking camera, and I just shoved a chunk of chocolate in my fucking mouth. I can't fucking talk anymore. Everybody carry on.
You can't talk anyway.
Well, he can. We just can't understand him.
That's fucking racist. That's fucking
Welsh
racist.
intensifies.
All right, so should we go into trials? Because that's basically what we're going to talk about next. Say yes before he finishes his beer.
Yep.
No, I just want to ask a question.
Okay.
Of course.
So, Monster,
Yeah.
how, like, you've gone from our clan, because we've known you before you joined our clan and stuff. I played with you for you. You've gone into another clan, PvP based.
Yep.
That jump into that other clan, how has it affected your game style? Has it got you better? And what can we tell for the other guys? Obviously, the listeners and all the other people on or you guys Twitches, to get better. What do you reckon they need to do? Do you reckon they need to watch videos? Do you reckon they need to just fucking play that shit? What do you suggest?
See, that's if you get a lot of, if you're getting, like, if you're playing, you're right.
Yeah, I just like I need to be higher.
Do you want a box?
Hit us, Month.
You've got a stool in the background. Is that stool higher?
I got your Sevs.
Got back support. I got back support.
Go get a plant pot. You're in a plant room.
Sit in a tree.
See,
Professional, I guess.
what was your question again?
So, you like what I said is what do we need to do? What do people need to do to get better at PvP? Whether it's tactics, whether it's watching other Twitch streams, what can they do to their loadout? Is we've just discussed that certain attributes to a gun doesn't they will class as a god roll, but it may not be your type of god roll because it's not your type of gameplay. What can we do? What things
Are we
can we do to get
talking
better?
6v6, elim, comp?
Just this,
Whatever,
whatever
'cause
you
it's all
suggest,
different.
Because all right, survival. Let's go for survival because that's where people will want to get valor and get the unbroken seal, as we talked about the unbroken seal.
Yep. Call outs, map awareness, and know when to back out of a gunfight. That's probably your three main things. Because there's no point you going into a gunfight if you're half health. You're just gonna you're gonna get one shot, and so call outs are huge. I probably call out too much, so people can't hear footsteps. I'm a real sound whore. I like trying to hear footsteps and people's movements and the call outs. That's probably my best aspect.
Who's me?
And just play the game. Don't switch out guns. Oh, I'm getting shit on. I need to change my gun. Well, no, because you haven't even got used to the first gun that you're using. So why are you changing? You need to get used to that gun before you change it out. If you're using a hand cannon and you're not hitting your shots.
Would you say it would be something you'd do, go into your typical private match, your typical Elim match maps and just focus on a couple of private games there, take a couple of mates in there, learn a loadout and learn the map at the same time?
You can call out, and if everybody knows where A flag is, B flag is, and C flag is, you can go. There's an enemy going from C to B. There's an enemy going from A to B. There's an enemy going from B to A, and then they know there's a general vicinity that there's going to be someone there. So you're not just going to run out and get your head taken off.
Yeah. So do you think it would be worth people, that wanting to get further in the competitive side of it? Do you think it would be worth them going into these maps, and actually learning the maps properly? So that way, when you're saying, someone going from A to B, you can say they're going from A to B inside, they're peeking this pillar.
Yep.
It took me ages to learn that there's an actual point on your screen that'll come up and tell you what area you're actually in. So it'll say stairs or back halls or whatever. It took me ages to figure that out. So
another thing is if you go,
there's a bit that tells you. There's a bit
Below
that
your
tells
radar.
you.
Below your radar.
Yeah, below your radar.
Yeah, below your radar. Yeah, it will say. So B on Midtown. B is rugs.
Yeah.
But I just call that B because I always forget that it's
Yeah.
rugs.
You just blew the high chair out from Seb's.
Fuck, today I was this old when I got strapped in.
But yeah, no. When you run around the any map, any PvP map, underneath the radar, you'll get text that'll come up, and it usually comes up every room. I guess what you would call a room, will have a name to it. And then certain maps you'll have like the waterfall or the gap or something like that. So when you actually watch the guys that are full sweat mode, that's what their call outs actually are those names.
Yep. Or people come up with easier names to remember. So I can't remember map names.
That fucking shithole.
He's there.
That shits me.
Strife,
He's over there.
Strife,
Okay,
Strife,
cool. Where is he? He's over there. Over there doesn't help you.
You left. To your left. Who's left?
Exactly right.
Fuck!
Ultra Flames. You've got Ultra Flames. You've got A, B, and C. But then you've also got that little tunnel that's away from A, B, and C. So I call that suicide. Just because I can't remember anything. So I'm playing with someone new. All right, A, B, C, and that's suicide because that's, or you can call it D if you will, because it's on the other side away from everything. Just so everybody's on the same page, because I could be calling out something and it's exactly the same as he's over there. You got no clue.
Yeah.
Obviously, you find it easier. Sorry, man. Obviously, you find it easier playing with somebody that you've played for a long time.
Yep.
Then, because obviously they can understand where you are, and they practice with these guys. So, do you suggest? Sorry. So, do you suggest like getting your team and then running like laps and shit with your team and things?
So you don't even have to run laps. You just got to I play with Prod, and we always tell Prod, don't run off. But 9 times out of 10, Prod will run off. And you just know. So you can say Prod, don't run off. So then Prod's got to run. So you got to follow him, and you just know. It's just things like that you pick up on. Prod, stay here. And then you have a look at your map, and then you look back and he's gone, and you got to go, oh fuck, all right, I got to catch up.
Yeah.
It's just you got to know who you play with, and you see me and Prod at the moment we can go. If I'm sniping,
sorry, what?
Yeah, I am now. I'll automatically I can just sense. For some reason it's weird. He'll go to the left, and I know he's flanking. Mm-hmm. And it's just because we've been playing together so long. Yeah. If we see a little pick on the radar, I know. All right, because Prod he rushes everything, so I can already see. All right, I don't really need to protect my left because I know Prod's going to be there.
Yep.
Because that dirty little fucker is a little fucking shocking, isn't he?
Yeah, hard.
Yeah,
no matter what.
But he's also good with he's good with a sniper too.
Because we've been playing, me, Agnakai, and Prod have been playing, and I'm running around looking for people. Agnakai's over there somewhere thing, and then like everybody's fucking dead, and then I feel like a prick because I'm like, I've decided to go the other way.
You're very like prepared for a long distance fight, and I'm always going the longest way around because then I lose people and they're trying to figure out where I am, and then Prod comes in and just fucking apes. And usually I'll clean up stragglers. I'll usually just clean up stragglers or whatever, and Seb's is just
just having a party in the back. Like,
oh, you fucking nuts, Strife! I swear to Christ. Strife lives about 2 blocks away from me, and he's in my chat going, "I'm gonna run around to his house quickly and bang on my fucking garage door," and he just did.
Oh fuck, that'd be awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna Strife. If you don't do that, I'm booting you.
He just did.
Oh, did he?
No, we want to hear.
Oh, fuck you. It was K.
We want to see the roller door shake.
The same. I want to see the roller door shake.
Why?
Hello, hands.
Another
two baboons in a knapsack.
Good thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're talking about. You don't even have to listen. You can tell.
Sorry, monster.
Another thing to get good is if you're going to go into your private matches, You can go in with all of yous together, but what I used to do in D1 is we used to go 5v1, 4v1, or anything like that, just verse one. Because if you're going in and you're just running around shooting, you're not going to learn anything. You need to learn to pop out, shoot, run, pop out, shoot, run. So 1v4, 1v3, 1v5. We got up to a point where it was 1v8, I remember. You get shit on, but you learn to always evade. Because if you're the last one alive and you got to verse 3 people, you got to learn how to evade, which I don't.
But because that's the issue. So that's why obviously a lot of Crucible players are hunters, because they have that dodge.
Yep.
When you're in the fucking air with a warlock, you are not going fucking anywhere. You can do the Icarus dash.
Yeah.
But it's like,
It's
we're still in the fucking air.
yeah. It's not as easy to
target,
dash behind a wall. You're still going to come down.
Yeah.
You're right.
Especially if you do it over a sniper lane and you got a sniper hard scoping, it's an easy pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you run Hunter main, yeah? You say it?
Yes, I do now. Yes.
I would imagine you got the Mask of Bacchus.
Nope, I don't use it because
You don't use it?
Nope, I used Dragon Shadow,
Okay.
the chess piece.
What's that then? Explain to us what that is.
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember stuff. I just know what to use.
Is that the extra dodge?
No, dodging.
Nope.
Dodging does something for your abilities.
It's the one that
It's ability related. It's ability related. I don't want to pull up on my Google because I'm live.
Yeah. It's so I run top tree void.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the one shadow shot. For the other perks. So you invis dodge.
Yeah.
Just for the other perks.
Yeah.
That's the only
You want
reason.
the neutral game.
And I'll hang on. I'll hang on to my super. I'll always hang on to my super for another super. I just won't go out and use my super just because. I'll hold my super until it's needed.
Okay.
Or we're 4-0ing them or whatever, and we're just gonna we need to get a life real quick. I use it mainly for the other abilities because my dodge comes. Well, they nerf dodge, but my dodge comes back every, I think it's 8 or 10 seconds or something, and I'm just constantly invis.
It used to be 5 seconds. It was coming back every 5 seconds, and they kind of nerfed it at 50 mobility would come back at like 15 seconds. Then as it went to 100, then it would come back like a lot fucking quicker.
Yeah, it's just very diminishing returns.
Do you think the Mask of Bacchus is?
Yep.
You see that people fucking love that shit. Do you think that they're gonna fucking roll it back a bit?
See, I know Prod uses that because that's if you run a shotgun, you have to run that mask because if you dodge past them, you're shooting them in the back. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, you're in front, bang past them, bang, shot them in the back.
But
if you're running if you're a rushing shotgun on your hunter, I'd run that mask, but I can't shotgun to save my life.
It's not like it's increased dodge range though, or anything like that. The only thing it's really given you is like an invis dodge. That's the only thing it's really different.
It's quick.
It is. Well, it's just as quick. It's not that much more of a distance on the dodge though. It's basically the same distance. You don't telegraph which direction you're dodging until you reappear. That's basically what it does.
It's quicker. It's a lot quicker than your normal dodge.
Yeah, and because that's what he's quite long as well, isn't he? It's about 20 foot, isn't it?
All the dodges are the same length.
I think it may have a bit of extra range. I don't know. It'd be something to stand a hunter side by side and dodge at the same time. That'd be something to do.
I would guess that it would be as long as the actual roll dodge, because the spin dodge is shorter, the one that reloads your weapons.
Yeah.
The roll is further, so I would say it's the same distance as the roll, but it wouldn't be immense.
It's a roll dodge?
Yeah, so there's 2 different types of dodges. There's the spin that reloads your weapons.
There's 2 different types of dodge, yeah.
And then there's the roll
it's just
that
your normal...
is your abilities.
Yep. And that's
Today
the one
I was this old when I realised it was 2 dodges.
Do you even Destiny?
He
Warlock, man.
all he does is Warlock. Look at his chest. Big old bird.
Because I tried to use blink on a warlock. Because like some people, when you use blink, some guys will use blink in Crucible, and they are fucking awesome. Like
See, I actually
Same
like
kind of thing. Yep.
Go on, Dill.
Yep. Yeah.
I was just saying, I
run-
actually
run-
like Blink.
Yep.
You actually, you don't like blink, or you actually?
No, I
like
do. I enjoy
Okay.
using Blink in Crucible.
It's good, but you have to get used to it because you can't do the float as such, and like if you're gonna jump up, you have to realize you can.
It's not great traversal, but it's good.
No,
It jukes people. It throws people off. You know, it's not, and it's not
especially
commonly
those-
used. Like it's not Destiny 1 where hunters and warlocks have blink. It's not everywhere, and even then, I think it's only on Nova
it's-
War.
Yeah,
So-
and
Yeah, it has
like
to be-
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
traversing your sniper lanes, it's awesome for that.
Yeah.
If you're trying to close in ground on someone, you know, you do what you can to dodge them. But that last, when you don't have any cover or you don't have anywhere to go,
Yeah.
blink. And again, you're not telegraphing which direction you're blinking. They just see you pop up off the ground a foot, and then all of a sudden you disappear and you reappear, 30 feet to the left or 30 feet to the right or whatever it is. So it's got that really good evasion capability to it, but it's also a really good way to close ground on someone.
I find it very difficult to use. Whether just like what Monster said earlier on is like stick with that fucking weapon. Stick with that weapon, even if you're not fucking killing people. Get that fucking Jotun on. Fucking just use that fucking Jotun. I'm sure he said something about Jotun earlier on that he was just a Jotun user.
Probably.
Another good one that I've been informed is the handheld supernova blink combo.
No. I hate this. I quit. I'm out. See this.
Because they nerfed the handheld supernova, so there was a build that I tried, and it was the fact that as you're beefing up your fucking handheld Nova thing, it would give you an extra overshield, so you could take damage and it would never fucking touch you, and then you could fucking release your handheld, and then it would come back within 30 seconds. That I had.
So that's where you blink handheld supernova, because then you're behind them and then they're dead.
Fucking warlock piece of shit.
I know. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, is that viable? Because like at the moment they've got that arc bolt, that big fuck off, like that's going through walls and shit. Like, because whatever you see,
thunder crash or
whatever the fucking that fucking guy, you know,
It's a drill.
like,
yeah.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig is fucking awesome.
So the hunter dodge is longer, but the dodge is longer, but it takes longer to come back than your normal invis dodge or your normal.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so at least they put a fucking time limit on the bloody thing.
Yep. So it is slower. I don't know the exact number,
Okay.
It can't be much.
but it is slower.
Nah, it's not. Gonna,
And you
it's
can
not
spec
gonna
into
be much.
mobility. No, not mobility.
And the damage buff for the mask apparently doesn't work in PvP.
Yeah, the arc buff. That's what we were using in Grandmasters last night. Sebs was we'd put Anarchy on the champions, dodge with that Bacchus on, and it would like amplify like 50% arc damage. So our Anarchies were melting those champions.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
I was this age. I realized.
I was
We
this
sat
age
down
when I
and we
told you.
explained.
And there's
it
a
to
lot
him
of
and
this
everything.
age. There's a lot of this age. Can somebody just explain to me what Destiny is? Could you just like come to my house?
So there's
just
Space Rock.
teach you how to play.
So there was this flower game, right?
Yeah. There's this podcast that we do. It tells you everything.
So,
Plants vs Zombies.
so Monster, do you play any other character except for Hunter? Is that your main? Because you started with Titan, you went to Hunter,
Yep.
and that's you, Bog. Like you
Yep.
go into Warlock. And stuff
So
like that?
whether it's a new year, new season, I don't care about leveling up. I don't. If it's new year, new season, whatever, I will always go Hunter, Titan, Warlock
Okay.
every day of the week.
Because
If
you
we're
leave
doing
the best for
raids,
last. You leave the best for last.
no,
Yeah.
I leave the most helpful because you get the most assists and the most everything given to you last because you just do it quicker because it's easier.
It's
Less
like a
time
high
having to
chair
play
character.
Warlock.
It's like yeah, it's exactly right. It's like a stepping stone for your toilet.
It's like a stepping stone.
I bet you
Okay.
Sebs has got one of them too, so he can actually reach it.
He's got a
No,
squatty
I
potty.
have. I've got a toilet. I've got a toilet out there. It's called my balcony, as we did in the last. The
Do you
last.
need
He
someone to
still
hold your
needs
hand
a
when you
step
walk
to get it
outside?
over the railing.
No, I'm only about 5 or 6 beers in now, so give it 8, and I'll.
It's dark outside, Sebs. Don't walk out there on your own.
I know, but there's a
Take
balcony.
an adult.
All right, Monster. Let's hit us with your. Let's go right to the fucking meat. Trials, mate.
Trash.
Yep, I'm out. See us. Fuck.
Explain to us.
moment.
Explain to us. Trash. Explain.
Well, all
Well, I gave a
you
fucking
seen was
beer.
him saying. All you seen was him saying, "We don't want to bring it out half baked. We don't want to bring it out half baked. We don't want to bring it out half baked." They brought it out raw. They did. They didn't. They hadn't. You know, they hadn't
It came
even
out
cooked
fucking
it.
blue. You're like,
At
I
least
want it
they
well
hadn't-
done.
they
It's like,
They told you
No,
they
not-
weren't
not
bringing it
even.
out half baked. They just didn't do
Yep.
anything with it. They're like, here you go, blue steak on the house. Enjoy.
it's
And it
Destiny
wasn't
1
even.
trials.
It wasn't even a copy. It wasn't even a copy and paste of D1 Trials. It was just D1 Trials with a shit ton missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it was.
So that was the initial. So they brought it out as Trials of Osiris, or was that before Trials of Osiris?
Well, well, when D2 started, there was Trials of the Nine.
That
And
was,
Right,
just-
yes,
that
yes,
was, that was
Such
survival.
and such map, and
what was
and
that?
that was
Di-
survival
dif-
more or less. Yes,
And defuse the bomb one.
yeah, Countdown.
That's the one, countdown, and then there was elimination as well. All 3 of those were in it, and it was
Yep.
a terrible loot pool, terrible lighthouse system.
Yep.
It was fucked.
There wasn't even really a lighthouse system. It was a big dark hole.
Well, yeah,
Because
yeah.
they took that off then, didn't they? After the trial, but they had some they had their own like weapons, didn't they? They had like the little the little 9 symbols on it and stuff like that. I remember
Yeah,
because,
they had weapons and gear for all 3 characters. Yep.
because you could have somebody get to the lighthouse, and then you'd automatically get something out of it, wouldn't you? It'd come into the
Yep.
that twat with the fucking bird, whatever the fucking name is.
Yeah.
Because I remember I remember a guy, he used to stay with his clan because every week they went flawless, and then he'd get the fucking guns.
Yeah, you go
And
to
you're like,
Hawthorne.
this is fun.
From Hawthorne. Yep, exactly
Yeah.
right. Same as the raids and everything. Yep. If you'd get raid specific, whatever it was, loot or guns or Trials of the 9 guns or armor.
Yeah.
So really, all you had, if you didn't want to play any PvP at all, every week you could just go see Hawthorne, and she'd give you a piece of armor or a gun. And there
But
was
then
no
they
armor stats then either. So
Because they took that completely off the board. They fucking gone, boop, wiped that.
Yep.
And then it never showed up for a while, did it? It just kind of went off the fucking map. Just thing.
Yep.
And then they brought Trials of Osiris out.
Trav
And
Sides
that
back,
was-
yes.
And that was in the season of Osiris. They
Not the Sundial
season-
one. It was the one after that. Because at the end of the Sundial season was when we were doing that event that was like, we're building something, and then it turned into the lighthouse. And like everyone fucking knew it was a lighthouse. It was in the middle of the Crucible fucking launcher menu and everything. It's like, obviously.
Yep.
And then whatever the season was after that was when it came out, and that was when it was the most played, but it was empty.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then they got rid of that.
Mhm.
And then now they brought back Trials.
Yep.
So what is, excuse me. So they keep fucking getting rid of it. They keep bringing it back. They keep getting rid of it. They keep bringing it fucking back. Is it because there's a low player base? Is it because it's just fucked? Is it because that, like, you have to be sweaty as fuck? Or is the new version a better version of a fucking shit thought? I understand all that fucking shit jargon that I just fucking threw in.
With D1 trials, no matter if you won if you lost just going there, you would either get Crucible specific loot, you'd get bounties done, which you could get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So whether you were losing, winning, you were still getting all your raid loot, all your trials loot or guns. What was the next part?
Fuck knows, I forgot already.
Is it just
Sweet.
Is it just a better version of a previously shit?
I don't think it's
thing,
better.
yeah.
I don't think it's better because you've got nothing to chase. Once you've been flawless, like you've said, once you've got your flawless seal, once you've got the gear, once you've got the sniper or the auto rifle, because the rest are useless, really. Once you've got either the sniper or the auto rifle, there's no need going in there, and that's when you're coming up against all your big sweaties because you've got your carry system or your recovs or anything like that. So you're always going to come across. You can't read people's stats anymore because everybody's just getting recovs now.
Yeah.
Right. So do you think the way Trials is, it is pushing recavs, it is pushing carries, or even what's the other one, win trading? Do you think it's pushing people to fucking aim for these recavs, aim for these fucking carries, aim for these fucking this win trading shit because it's the player base is so low?
Well, since I haven't been playing much, I've just been really, really, really just looking at the numbers, going on different websites, different forums, different everything. So, from a bunch of stuff, on average, the player base in Australia and New Zealand, because we're theoretically on the same Australasian Oceania server, is out of 100 is 2.5%. So that's why you're coming across the same people 4 or 5 times on a card because the player base at this point of time is so small.
Do you think that's got a lot to do with?
2.5%.
Do you think that's got a lot to do with the way when they removed the skill-based matchmaking and made it server-based?
That's because all
Connection-based,
the big YouTubers go, oh, we don't want skill matchmaking because now we don't look as good when we're going for trials. They need to stop listening to.
And that's half their content.
Exactly right. Which is the content. So they've got to stop listening to the YouTubers and the streamers. They're only a small percentage of the gamers.
They have a large voice, though, don't they? They have a fucking really loud and large.
That was a conversation we had a couple of weeks ago on one of the podcasts was about the impact that these content creators are actually having on the gaming world. And not just Destiny, but you look at any game, you look at CODs, you look at GTAs, you look at all that sort of stuff. They're just because they've got 1 million people that follow them on YouTube, their voice is all of a sudden more important than the rest of us.
It doesn't make people play the game though. They're not always right.
Exactly right.
And that's before trials come out, before they mentioned trials coming out, they flew certain streamers out to Seattle. That's obviously where they are. Now they flew the likes of Dr. Lupo. He was an absolute god. Keyboard and mouse though in D1. Gigs, the real top high end players. They flew them out to Seattle. Now, the thing that shipped me off about that is there's a streamer, a player, whoever, Triple Wreck. Now he's not the favorite. He's an absolute he's a beast. He knows the game inside, outside, upside down. Now they didn't invite him to Seattle because he would have told them your game is shit. So they invited Dr. Lupo, who hadn't played D2 at all. They invited Real Crafty, who hadn't played D2 at all. Obviously, Gigs plays D2, but when D2 Vanilla come out, it dropped because it was just. So they invited all these people that hadn't played the actual game, and they've gone, oh, what do you think of this? And they've all gone, oh, okay, yeah, this is cool. but they don't play the game. So how do they know if it's good or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Triple Rec was playing the game day in, day out, getting mad, getting frustrated, he knew what it needs. Still to this day, I believe Bungie don't realize what they had in D1. I think they just made a game, and it was a hit. And then now they're trying to change little bits and pieces, and some is good.
That's
There's more bad
Activision,
than good,
though,
I think.
isn't it? That's Activision, though, isn't it? Activision was like, we have to make a second one.
Yes.
Activision was pushing. Like, obviously, Destiny, Bungie was on board with that, but fucking Activision was like, we have to make a fucking second one. And that's the issue. They made a second one. They got rid of every fucking thing. All right, you've fallen out of the fucking sky. You've lost your fucking life, blah, blah, blah. And then this is the option. And so, like you said, though, Bungie's is one entity. You've got, obviously, the content creator, and then you had Activision in the fucking side as well. They're all, like, into Bungie and just bitching at fucking Bungie. Oh, this needs to change. This needs to change. And like you said, D1 was a fucking great game. Like, they still had his issues, and I'm not going to fucking deny that. But PvP wise, they had his fucking because everybody always goes back to go. D1 was the fucking better. D1 was the better version of Destiny. And the problem is like you burned that fucking bridge though. That's the issue. Like it's burnt. Like
yes and no. I don't know the law side of things. That's where you guys come in and say stuff to me, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. But see, yep, I know what you're talking about. So with I don't know. So with like how you said, they sunsetted, and they're slowly bringing everything back. So they're bringing everything back in dribbles and drabs. So like next season, they're meant to be bringing back like the Paladrone and a few other bits and pieces. Yes, they were good guns in D1. Doesn't mean that they're going to be any good in D2 because they're not going to have the same perks.
Yeah.
How are you going to have that? We don't have luck in the chamber.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
We don't have luck in the chamber, and the god roll for Paladrone was luck in the chamber, and I can't remember.
So what's your thoughts on bringing fucking old guns back then? Because we've obviously discussed this off thing. Like they sunsetted like tons of fucking guns. They slowly bring like Hawkmoon as a D1 gun. Like
there's plenty of.
See, I didn't realize this got pointed out to me. They sunsetted so much, and the reason why they're bringing some of it back is because when people buy Forsaken and Shadowkeep, they're not getting anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, because I was like, they're bringing it like a month back. I'm like, this is bullshit. This is why. And then so they go, well, if you're coming into the game now and you're doing the Forsaken or you're doing the Shadowkeep, you're not getting anything.
Yeah.
You're not getting any rewards because they're gone.
Yeah.
They fucked up. Yeah, fucked up though.
Yeah, but bring back new stuff. Bring back raid specific loot, strike specific loot, crucible specific loot. Like, and I know people go, oh, but COVID, they're working from home. That's a fucking excuse. Do your job.
It's at a point now, especially with them hiring more people who haven't even worked at the office. It's like, come on, now it's a turning point where you have to accept the fact that it's been almost a year for you guys. We have to see some sort of improvement on this. You can't just keep saying, I've got COVID. Like, COVID's affecting this. It's like, you guys should be able to flow through this by now. And like I'd say,
yes, right. It's a lot worse. It's a lot worse in the States. I understand.
Sure.
But there comes a point where you've got to, you can't just keep using that excuse. You've got to move on. Otherwise, the game will die. You know, everybody's like, oh, this is coming out. This is coming out. This is coming out. Trials, yes, it's coming out. So now Trials is just it's no one wants to do it anymore.
It's a meme. Trials is a meme.
Exactly right. So over the last month, I've been doing the player base on Crucible and PvE. So on average, between our Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, across all 4 platforms, just over 800,000 people play the game over 4 days. So if you average that, that's 204, 205,000 a day across all 4 platforms. And then you're going into trials. So now you halve that again. So it was 500 and something thousand played PvE, 200,000 something played PvP. Now there was crossover in that because some will play both.
Yeah.
But 250,000 worldwide over 4 days across all 4 platforms. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's
what,
that's
50,000 each.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go on Steam right now, and
then
I
like
think,
4 on Stadia.
yeah, and then so you can go on Steam right now and look at all these numbers. I think Steam, their average 24-hour play base is like 30,000.
Yeah.
Well,
which is nothing.
On the Twitch side of it, as of right this second, there is 4.4 thousand people live on Twitch with Destiny 2.
Now go to Fortnite.
On Grand Theft Auto, there's 31.4 thousand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is a really good comparison. 4.4 thousand people playing Destiny, active on the Twitch for Destiny 2, so whether they're viewing or streaming. Marbles on stream is 1.5 thousand. Rocket League is 14.7 thousand.
Yeah.
Ark Survival is 2.3 thousand. So it's like the
Have
numbers
you got
aren't there.
COD's numbers there? Because that's I'd say that's your rival shooter at the minute.
Yeah.
Do you think the way COVID has helped Destiny? Because obviously we've had other games that have been half baked. Cyberpunk 2077 is the fucking main one that's come out. Well, Anthem was before prior COVID. Do you think because of COVID, it has helped Destiny because of? I can't fucking read that, man.
No. All right. Anyway.
Because I think it's helped Destiny because they've had the ability to go fucking COVID. And the fucking guys
they've handballed it. They've handballed it off.
Yeah.
It's not our fault. It's COVID. It's not our fault. It's COVID.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, you guys are game developers. You should know. You should know what to do. Kids just getting home from the beach. Up there,
go
go
on
on.
the beach. It's like fucking 8 o'clock at night, man. You're only in Adelaide.
Almost 10. Yeah, but it's 40 degrees.
Just bury your
go
brother
out
in the
sun, you
sand
just
in the middle of the night. Where
Hey,
did you
good
put
news,
it?
guys. Good news. We're beating Cyberpunk. Destiny 2 is officially beating Cyberpunk
Everyone's beating Cyberpunk.
by 300 people.
And that's the thing. Nobody, because like you'll know, when we're in a party together, we all get heated, we all rage. You know, a company as big as Bungie, they've never had dedicated servers. It's always peer to peer.
Like I read up about this dedicated server.
Where's crossplay?
That's coming.
You got your PS5 now.
It's out next year. Crossplay is supposed to be
This
coming
year.
out next year, and the problem is
Fortnite have done it.
Yeah, we're
No,
behind.
I'm not.
We're
I'm
behind.
not. Yeah, I'm not trying to say. I'm not trying to deny that, but nice leg, Agnekai. You got fucking shorts on. Do you shave your fucking legs?
No, this is
thought
my
that was
cock.
I can't get it.
But is it if crossplay is going to happen? Are you going to be able to turn on and remove PC off crossplay? Because obviously,
Or you can on all the others.
Yeah. So
There is a
games.
You can on all the others. Yeah.
But a lot of them are actually turn crossplay off altogether. You can't pick and choose.
Yep.
So it's either active or it's not active.
Because I know
So-
You can't say oh, I want to play with Xbox, but I don't want to play with PC. It's either you want to play with everyone, or you want to play with your specific platform.
Because COD brought it out, didn't they? Crossplay,
Yeah.
and then you were realizing there was a fucking shit ton of hacks,
Yes.
shit ton of people,
Yeah.
and you could never compete against a PC.
The problem with that
Because
though
of
was
the
that
hacks.
if you turned it off, you didn't get just put with PlayStation players who were still accepting crossplay. It was only if you had crossplay turned off would you be paired with those people.
Yeah.
So it was
Yes.
like a really shrunk down version of a player base,
So-
and you could just
so-
never
so
find
what-
obviously you
that's where-
had to deal with hackers.
So what Monster was saying before, 2.5% across the Oceanic player base playing PvP. that then turns into 2.5% of that 2.5% that you're actually able to play with.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
everyone else is using crossplay. So
Yeah. Because everybody, because we were done trials the other day, and the first game was 126 flawless clears.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
But that's because there's at the moment there is just no one playing it. So I've been watching a lot of like your Aussie guys like Jinx, Rappo, a Cat. You know, he's a nice streamer.
Mate, you're not a fucking.
Agnica.
I'm everything. I'll do whatever you want me to be.
And they've given up.
Just love me.
They've given up. So they were playing PS4, and then obviously they brought out the PS5. Not everyone could get a PS5, which then was also a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So now they're waiting for the PS5s to come, and they were like, "Oh, okay, well we'll go to PC while we wait for our PS5s."
Yeah.
So they could still play Destiny and still be competitive.
Yeah.
They've gone to that, and they've gone, well, this is just as bad because it's still the laggers, but now you've got to put up with even more wall hacks,
Yeah.
even more aimbots,
there's
and
no
even
hacks
more
on
variables.
console.
Well, they've just turned around. I read this last week. Bungie is suing 2 companies for aimbots. So they look. It's not gonna like at the moment. It's not gonna help. But they are fucking like chomping down. They are really trying to.
But is it too late? That's the big question. Is it too late?
It's never too late.
This is where I crack the shits all the time. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm gonna snap my disc. I've had enough, and that's on a daily basis. I've had enough. I'm not playing anymore.
He's raging right now, thinking of it.
You're not allowed.
This game.
So but that's every day. And then I'm not buying the next DLC. I'm not buying the next season. Nah. And then you boys buy it. Another boys buy it.
Don't blame this on peer pressure.
I'm sitting here playing my farm simulator, and then hang on, I got no one to
Blowing
play
your
with. All right,
computer
fine. I'll just buy the fucking season so I can play with you boys. And then you get dragged back in. It's worse than crack.
It's my crack.
Nothing's worse than crack, man. Nothing worse than crack. So, Monster, if you had the ability to fix trials, give us your fucking heads up.
Not like a duct tape fix either. Like.
Yeah, like a proper hardcore. Take it away.
Yeah.
Take it completely off the fucking game. What would you fucking change? Like, as the present thing, don't say go back to D1. What, like, we got D2 ball.
Okay.
Restrictions.
Change it.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking for, restrictions.
Well, the first thing would be new guns and new gear for one, instead of reskin. Bring out something fresh. Whether there's guys that are doing like the fan art. I got sent some by Prod. It was amazing. Give that guy a job.
Was it a boomerang?
And
next year, so in the TWAB for Beyond Light, every year, don't know about guns, don't get me wrong, but new armor is going to be a thing. So they're never going to use reskins of old armor. That's kind of what they said. So new armor wise, there could be new stuff out. They're supposed to be new stuff out. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
And there's got to be a reason for you to want to go flawless week in or day in, day out. Whether it's a glow, not like the glow that you've got now, something that stays on your character no matter what. So like the glow you could put on your raid gear from the Leviathan.
I was just about to say, they had that system.
And it had a glow. Yes, all right, you'd be bringing something back, but it's different. It stands out day in, day out, no matter where you are. And if you're glowing from head to toe, you're like, fuck, he must be a good player. Or he spent money to get it. Either way, you just know he looks different. It looks good. You look good, you play good.
There was a cosmetic system in Destiny 1, kind of similar to the glows, but it was like a spray paint look you could put on everything. It was like a fallen symbol or whatever, but it was like different colors and some of them glowed or whatever. Just give us something.
And it's the simple shit. It's the simple shit.
Yeah. Give it some love. Yeah.
Because
What
people
is it?
love
Keep it simple, safe, or
Yeah.
whatever the saying is.
Keep it simple, stupid.
That's it. What did you call me?
Huh?
Because that's what people love. Like at the end of the day, this is a cosmetic based game.
Yeah.
People love the way their
Yep.
characters look.
Yep.
Like you said, it may not be the main reason why people would fucking hammer fucking flawless, but it would be an
that'd be it.
incentive.
That'd be the first thing I'd change. Would be the loot system.
Yeah.
Because it's like at the moment, all right, it's just the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over. We've already had it over and over and over and over and over and over. Bring something new, exciting. Say they've sunsetted all this stuff. All right, they've got to bring some of it back for the Forsaken and Shadowkeep. But apart from that, leave the rest of it alone. Bring out something new and exciting, and then people will want to come back and play the game.
They're also sunsetting armor soon as well. So that would be a good time
Really?
to just armor's getting sunsetted as well.
Yeah.
So that would be a good time to like push the old Trials gear away and be like, look, you can still have the Egyptian transmog look because that's coming in, but you can get
Yep.
the new set of armor as well. Whether it's still the Egyptian theme or whatever, it's a new set.
Well, like we discussed like a few episodes ago, just pick a fucking come up the fucking history books. Start with Egyptian, fucking great. Go to the next fucking dynasty. Go to the next fucking like major fucking power.
Yeah.
Well,
in
you
that
look, you
time.
look at Assassin's Creed. Look what Assassin's Creed does.
Well, they
pick a
tried.
timeline.
They tried with Iron
Fucking-
Banner, and they like had the samurai look and the Knights of Old look, and then they just sort of shit the bed. And they went, let's just go steal
now they
play.
just bring out the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing would be, see, they've done it right now. Like you can just go play, you can get shit on, and you're going to get an engram.
Mm-hmm.
That's one engram for the whole week.
Yeah.
You need to bring back a day-to-day thing, because you'll just go in on a Saturday for us, get smashed for all three characters. All right, cool. Yes, done. And then you're not gonna go back in.
Yeah.
If you
got your bounty done.
go back, you can get bounties, or even if you can save up your coin. I know they're taking tokens away, but something like that. So like these bounties, like you got your crucible bounties, your weekly, your 2 weeklies, your 5 or 4 dailies, and then you can get the other ones for tokens and XP.
Yeah.
Now, why don't they have that in trials? But you actually can spend them. Not you can't get all these wins, because if you just put it and the stats don't even have to be great. You can just have basic stats, and people go, okay, cool. I want the trials gear. Me, Bob, and Frank will go in, get shit on, but we're still doing our bounties. We're still getting loot. We're still getting guns. Okay, they're not the flash glowy things, or they're not the flash adept weapons. Adept weapons don't mean anything in this one anyway.
That's another amazing point.
That's another topic. But and that's all they need to do is just put basic little things in there, so you can just go, okay, cool. I can go spend my tokens and get a helmet. Cool, I got a helmet. It doesn't mean it's a great helmet, but you've got you can say, I got this Charles helmet by myself. Whether you've won, lost, or just stood there and jumped off the map, you've done your bounties. You've got your gear. That's how you get. Because not everybody's a Crucible God.
I would also
and then
say
once you bring all the variables into it, with all your peer-to-peer servers and your Coronas maxes and all that crap, it's just, and your 2.5%, you just go trials. Okay, Eye of Soul isn't number 3. I'm not even going to do it. Next.
I would also say that the
similar as that. So
the flawless gives you high-end stat drops on armor, like Grandmasters do. Because like you could go flawless and get like a 60
proper.
helmet.
You get gangster stats.
Yeah, like because that would incentivize PvP players to go and play higher end PvP. Because right now PvP players will just sit in control and they won't go anywhere else. And we say this every time we go from trials to control. It's like, why are none of these players over there? But if you put an incentive at the end, where it's like,
it's just as sweaty.
Yeah. It's like if you can put an incentive at the end of trials though, where it's like, look, we might not get to flawless, we can still get better stuff along the way, but there's still a chance that we can get there at the end and get some really good shit. And it's like flawless is like guaranteed 65 plus, you know.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you
at a minimum.
Yeah,
at a minimum.
And that doesn't make you a god at the game either. It's not like getting a god roll gun, but it's still better gear that would help you redo a flawless run in future. It would feel like a reward that helps you get further.
Because that's what we found out. That's what when we tried trials on the weekend. You would get these guys. We would lose the first one because they've got 126 flawless carries. They've just beat us. But then we are fucking going back in and playing them 4 times in a row. So they're obviously token farming, even though they've reduced the amount of tokens. They're still token farming. They're like Agnikai and Monsters. There's no incentive to get to the very end. There's no incentive to get up there. And there's no incentive. What it should happen is once you pass your 7 wins, there should be an incentive to keep going past your 7 wins. What happens if you get 10 wins?
Well, funny you mentioned that. Funny you mentioned that. In D1, there was an emblem, the Scarab.
Yeah, the Scarab.
It was random. It was random, and you had to have gone flawless and continue winning. Some people would get it at 19 wins, 30 wins. It was random. You could get it on your 8th win. You could lose, go back in, win 7 again, and then get it on your 8th. But it was random, so it made people not reset their card because they wanted to get this Scarab emblem. Because it was like...
Sorry, you keep going.
No, you're right.
Oh, sorry. Prod just put in the chat, Deepstone Crypt reward system. So that chest to the end where you can re-roll stuff. But if you put at the end of a flawless where you get a higher amount of the currency that lets you re-roll whatever from that chest. So it's like you just stick in flawless and get more from getting a flawless, post-flawless win. So like you get 3 tokens for your first card win. You get 10 for winning after you've gone flawless, right? People would just sit in flawless and roll on that. You know?
Exactly right. And then that's when your higher player bait, your 0.1 percenters, which we've got in Australia, we've got a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of skill, a lot of good players in Australia because we don't have 300 and something million people in Australia.
Exactly. We've got enough emus.
We're small. So the people that are playing Destiny are fucking gods.
Yeah.
So you go, like you said, you go in and you go in and you're versing people that have got 300-400 wins, already in trials, and you go, well, fucking, this is my first game on Saturday. Why?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah. And then you get shit on. They don't turn around and go, fuck, this guy's a pretty fucking ass. Because you can tell, like on some of them, you can tell their loadout.
Yeah.
Go, these guys.
Yeah. But you remember names.
Yeah.
You remember names, you remember clans. So, you go in and you go, shit, I remember him. We played him last week,
We played him just
I remember
before.
there was a guy in D1. His name was Little Red. Now, his name was Little Red because in D1 you had a green bar, a yellow bar, and a red bar for your connection.
Oh, yeah.
His name was Little Red because his connection was shit.
Yeah.
Now, being peer-to-peer, he would do all over the joint. And all right, Little Red, cool. We might as well just stand here because we're not going to be able to shoot him.
He's like a cursed roll fucking bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, the game... So, like, when you're going into your loading screens and you sit in a loading screen from one round to another and you're sitting there for half an hour, that's the game trying to keep them connected.
Yeah.
Kick them. See you later.
But that's the problem, though, is that when they focus more on the connection-based matchmaking now, that's just never going to happen.
Yeah.
And, it's really easy for these guys that have ridiculous level skills that they can then just go, okay, well, I want to slow my connection down so I can match with people with shit internet, and then I can beef it back up so that they get that same effect. And it's as easy as you go to YouTube and you start downloading a video to watch it offline. Yeah. As long as you're on Wi-Fi, that sucks in the bandwidth. Your connection slows down. You get matched with more people, and then you go in there and you're matching against people that, on rabbit speed internet or people that are on rabbit wheel speed internet where there's just fucking nothing.
I played with a guy in D1 and he would always complain, they're lagging. And I was like, okay, what's your connection speed? All right. He was 1.5 megabits down, 400 kilobytes up.
Dial-up.
And he was still able to play Destiny.
Yeah.
Like that's you might as well get a hamster at the back on a wheel running your internet. Like and it would be better.
Send a raven.
So exactly right. but he was still connected to the game and still able to play.
Yeah.
Put him with someone else,
Yeah.
because it's
Well,
impossible. to kill him.
is that why they decided to go to connection based? Because they were probably like, oh, hamster wheel with hamster wheel.
No, it was because of the content creators whinging and bitching about skill based, because people were
Skill-based
matching
matchmaking,
against they were matching against people of their same skill level, so they couldn't make these fucking epic montage kill videos of
Right.
360 no scopes. So
because
you know,
you can't look good on YouTube because
No.
you're not going to be able to have any content to put on YouTube.
What also
Yeah,
happens is streamers that have a bigger voice, have a bigger following, and so the people that listen to them don't have a mind of their own half the time, and they just go, well, he thinks that it's a bad idea to have skill-based matchmaking, so I think it's a bad idea, so it just gets bombarded
exactly
on Twitter that we don't want that. It happened for a long time with Call of Duty when Advanced Warfare brought skill-based matchmaking in, and they went back to connection-based, and then they're like, oh shit, my connection is always fucking horrible, you know, let's go back to skill-based, and it just bounces in between.
But all these streamers now aren't even playing the game. So, like, look in the last 2 weeks, Hush has said, "See you later."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They brought out this season's stuff for Glad. Glad's gone. Well, no, I'm going to play something else for the meantime.
Yeah.
You look at Gathalion and Broman. They were D1. You know, the game could be in its worst state ever in D1, and they'll go buy this game, buy this game, buy this game.
Mm-hmm.
They're not playing it anymore.
Yeah.
So there's 4 big streamers.
Where have they gone?
Anything, Sea of Thieves, anything.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Because they've already built up their huge community, so
Yeah.
they've got a
play anything they
relationship
want.
with their viewers,
That's awesome.
So right
and
now,
they can do whatever.
right now live on Twitch, the most viewed Destiny 2 streamer as of this second right now is what's he got? 304 viewers. Now, usually at this time, you've got one of the big guys on there, you know, people like Lucky or whoever on at the moment, and they're usually 4,000 or 5,000 people watching them.
Yeah.
But right now, 304 people watching this one guy, and I don't even know if he's actually playing the game. The next one after that is 41 viewers.
You see the difference though?
Yep.
It's
And it used to be, so that's how I found. That's how my first ever Twitch experience was Gigs. Back then, his name was Giggle Monster, and that was the first person I ever watched on Twitch.
Did you name
For the
yourself
sheer
after
fact
the
that
video?
no, I got I like Monster, the drink.
oh right.
Are you a Kyle?
Yeah. Am I a Kyle? No, I'm not gonna bomb rush fucking Area 51.
Renegades.
And
Naruto,
no, I'm not
right?
going to show you the. And
It's
no,
just
I'm not going to show you the
Fucking
fan tattoo
elbowing
on my back.
walls. I just
Yeah,
want it back, man.
I don't know where. I don't know. Like, it's not just
Monster
what
cock.
I tell you what though. I tell you in the DDU, I'm gonna name the DDU. They were talking about a DLC that is only PvP. Because remember when I think it was last season that they forced you into trials. You had to go and get 7 wins. You had to go and get for whatever the fuck it is. I can't remember what it was.
It was for the gear, wasn't it? For the legs or something. If you wanted to get the
Solstice of Heroes.
Summoner.
Yes, it was for the glow on your
Challenges to get
fucking
your
legs.
glows.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
they forced you into there because
Yep.
people was like, "Fuck, this is something I'm gonna go." Like you turned around and said, just like what you turned around and said was like, if
I didn't hear
they
him say
give you-
that.
I didn't say that, but okay.
if you offer something, because this is a very visual fucking game, if you force the fuckers in there, they will fucking go in there and they will just fucking throw themselves until they fucking roll into these 7 wins. You know, and that's what I want to see. I just want to see maybe every other season. So main DLC, main expansion, just say like Beyond Light. The next one, PvP orientated. So it's getting people out of the PvE fucking bubble that they're in and get them into PvP. Because then it could turn around and go, I fucking love this shit. I love PvP. And then the next one is a PvE with a little bit of thing.
Yep.
And then
So
the next one is a
like with your sun setting, I'm going to PvE here. with you, how we're talking about the sun setting, how they're always bringing stuff back. Apparently, they're going to be bringing back what's that raid called?
Vault Glass.
Vault of Glass.
Vault of Glass. Right now, if they're going to bring back Vault of Glass, has already been brought back once before in D1.
Yeah, reprise. Yeah.
So you had it your first time with your Fatebringer and your Vex Mythoclast. They've had it a second time
without Vex.
Obviously because they've already done a sunset in. It wasn't a sunset. They just all right. We're stopping here and we're going to redo more weapons and more gear. They've already done that. They've already brought it back, and now they're going to bring it back for a third time. Yes, it was an epic raid. It was really good. Not one of my favorites, but it was really good.
Yeah.
But it had raid specific loot and guns. But the guns and that they had the stats in D1, they don't have them in D2. So the guns are just going to be a cosmetic thing because they don't have the same roles as they did in D1.
See, that's half the problem, though, is that they're bringing out all these things to try and better something that they've brought in already. So, you know, they're bringing
what
in...
they had,
just cover the bottom corner
so,
of your screen real quick, guys. I know money's
yeah.
go.
so they're bringing in something, you know, they're bringing in a gun that's got one role. Now they've got guns that have 2 roles and then 3 roles and so on and so forth. It's going to get to the point now where you can pretty much pick up you pick up the Ace of Spades and you can put a full auto fire on it with a 16 times scope sight on it or whatever.
It's going to,
It's going to, like you say, it's literally going to be, the gun is literally just going to be a skin and it's all about collecting mods.
Well, the difference is when they reprise those raids in Destiny 1, the weapons that came back as legendaries, were legendaries in the original one, came back as exotics. And the reason was because... they had elemental burns and they had perks that were no longer available on any other weapons. And we have that already with the exotics in this game. So if that raid comes back again and like Fatebringer and Vex Mythoclast and Vision of Confluence or whatever are all exotic again and they have their own exotic perks, that's fine. Like, it's not going to change the game.
Bring
something new. Bring something new if you can. And so long as it's not content that replaces...
What's stopping them from bringing something new out, though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, as long as the Vault of Glass that comes back doesn't replace a spot that would be a brand new content piece, like a brand new raid, for example. If we got Vault of Glass and a brand new raid at the same time... Exactly.
It would have to be. If you want to bring it back, bring it back. Yeah.
But that's back to the big voices. Again, they've gone... Fucking Vault of Glass, fantastic raid. It was the first raid.
Yes,
it was the first raid, and so whether they are bringing back, I hear that they could be bringing back Venus, and then that will allow it to come back, or whether they're going to use the gateways in Europa. I'm not too sure.
So if they bring back Venus, then they're going to bring back old Destiny maps for Crucible.
But this is the issue. This is my issue. There, they turn around and go, "Fuck it, we're going to get rid of all these planets." Well, they would have been on that side of the thing. We're going to get rid of all these planets here. But they got rid of the fucking Crucible maps. They didn't bring any fucking Crucible maps back. They didn't turn around and go, here's a fucking Europa fucking Crucible map. We'll fucking get that in there. Imagine a Crucible map.
Yeah.
Imagine a Crucible map with the weather constellation, the weather fucking issues that you have in fucking Europa. Imagine that. Like, as you're fucking trying to kill someone, bang, the fucking wind comes. You can't see shit. You're just getting fucking annihilated all over the fucking place.
They've got that already. It's called stasis.
How cool would it be if you were on a Europa map?
It's there, mate.
If you were on a Europa map and then in the background you saw the Morningstar piece of the Deepstone Crypt crash to the ground and then that activates the weather element. Like, it brings in all elements of the world.
But like, who's the fucking who's the main guy of the fucking DDU? Who's the main guy? I don't want to mention. Power Slave. Loggy.
Yeah.
He turned around and hit her on the head. He goes, "They've taken shit away, but they haven't put anything fucking back."
Yeah.
They put fuck all back.
Even Gambit, like Gambit got reprised and it was made better. Combined the 2 different modes, which is good. It plays better, but there's 3 maps.
My missus, my wife just sent me that because I don't fucking replace the toilet roll.
I thought it was your sippy cup for your big boy chair.
I thought it was a cup as well.
I fucking swear.
I thought it was a sippy cup.
Sev's up, big kid now.
I wiped my own ass.
I want my own ass.
I got a fucking douche. I got a little fucking bum sprayer. But
That's meant for your teeth. It's a water pick.
I'm not even going there. But like, it seems as if they've gone beyond like, oh, fucking smash beyond like, all right, thought like a bit of a back thought. Shit, here comes fucking season of the hand. But PvPs, like now I'm getting into PvP. Now I'm like, I'm fucking dedicated. I'm going to do PvP. Like there is no love in PvP at the moment. There is no love in fucking trials. It is kind of just been forgotten. It's at the wayside at the moment, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that they need to do, like what you were saying before, just a pure PvP DLC or pure PvP update? Nothing else, no PvE, not touch guns, not touch armor, not touch anything like that. Literally just bring maps, game modes, fix the bugs, fix the issues.
The issue the player base for PvP isn't as big as PvE. It's like 75% PvE, 25%.
Yeah, but why
PvP.
is that? That's because there's nothing to. If you go into PvP, like for me to go into PvP, I'm not a god and I'm not shit, but I'm matching against gods or I'm matching against shit.
Yeah, once you get past that threshold.
Yeah,
you need.
But
the
it's
incentive.
like, you know,
what's the incentive?
Yeah, you get people like Short Fuse, who's just trash in general. Just can't hear me. I'm all good. But, you know, you get some people there that don't have that ability, and it doesn't matter what they do, they're going to go against hardcore nutcase sweat jobs, or they're going to go against the easy people. But because her skill level isn't up there, she's still going to get stomped on. So because she doesn't have that skill based matchmaking, no matter what she does, she's never going to have the incentive to play.
Yeah,
you know, unless she's rolling with the clean, and then it's not so bad. But it's like. That's why you've got 75% of the player base is going to play PvE, because no one wants to match against these fucking sweaty nut job gods every time.
If they bring back Crucible specific loot, so at the end of the game, you know how you get all your shit on the side, don't give you world loot drops, give you Crucible loot. Like in D1 you had
Crucible
your Ice
mods.
Luna and all that. Yeah, if you're in Crucible, you're getting Crucible shit. If you're in Trials, you're getting Trials shit, and maybe one or two Crucible things, because it is at the end of the day Crucible. If you're in PvP, PvE, that's when you're getting your PvE mods.
So would it be worth having mods there? So you look at some of the mods you've got now, and even over the last couple of seasons, that they've only active when you're on the Leviathan, or they're only active in the Scourge of the Past raid. Do you think mods that have that kind of lockout are worthwhile to have for this mod is only active if you're in trials, or this mod is only active,
or Crucible in general?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why can't they? It's they're kind of favoring. They've seen, okay, we've got a PvE player base. Well, let's just favor the PvE then.
Yeah,
Destiny's never going to be like your CODs or your Fortnites, your big, huge scale esports. It never will, because there's way too many variables in it. Yeah. With your supers, with your attributes, with your everything.
It's Bungie's rule that you can't make money off them. That's why you can only, I think, is make the maximum of 10 grand. Where fucking esports are like $1 million per fucking win and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Agnikai, Prod said what?
Yeah, so Prod put in the chat, when you do a complete season of Crucible, you're going to get another season of Gambit, where it's just like, remember how we got season of the Drifter and it was only like Gambit related things, and we got Reckoning or whatnot?
Breakneck. When they had the Breakneck.
That wasn't the worst idea, though. It wasn't implemented well, but you can still do things that would incentivize PvE players to go and play PvP from a lore perspective. You could still have a season of Crucible where it's like, in the world of Destiny, Shaxx starts to question things or whatever. Something happens with PvP-centric characters that makes them more interesting. Because right now, we got Saint standing there and he's just speaking Russian and taking it up the ass from Osiris. Osiris is doing nothing, and Shaxx is just yelling. Shaxx is just yelling into the fucking wind. So we could have a season where it's like we could progress their story of whatever they're doing or even learn about their history, but you unlock those steps by playing Crucible. It's like go and play 3 control matches.
The big downfall they had in the season of the Drifter with the Gambit stuff was like I think it was the Breakneck, when the Breakneck was the pinnacle that season. You had to do X amount of kills, you had to do this, you had to do that. Then you had to get so many games played plus so many wins.
Yeah.
So the issue that they had then was people were just loading in and AFK. And because you could load in automatically, the whole sequence was automatic. You could literally just hold your controller, rubber band it, and fuck off to the shops for 6 hours and go and have a wank with a next door neighbour's cat, and you'd come back and all of your stats are done.
You saw that?
I did that. I was the cat.
There was 2 of you? There was 2 of you?
But that was the big downfall, is that people were taking the game mode seriously. Like I used to love Gambit. I fucking loved it. But the problem was that I was always loading in with randoms that were just AFK. Yeah. And there'd be times there where you'd get, when you're trying to get the quest for, what was it, the Malfeasance, and you had to get the big hairy meatball.
Yeah.
So you'd load in, and because people are still AFK loading, I've loaded into a few games where the hairy meatball's there. You've got a team of 3 that are AFK, and you're literally 1 versus 4.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do?
That still transfers over to PvE anyway. Like with Season of the Forge, people would just AFK forges to material farm and blue drop farm. Like it's a system.
Yeah, but they would lower themselves down.
That was a community thing that everyone agreed upon after a while. Like lower it down to make it better for people, but you can't lower your power down to change the Crucible.
Yeah,
like. It's a system that they have to figure. It was a problem that was in D1 with Iron Banner, where you could rubber band your controller, and then you would just, we didn't have tokens, you just had reputation with rank subs. So you would just fucking rubber band your controller, go to sleep, wake up the next day, you're at max rank for Iron Banner, you can go to the vendor and buy all the gear. That's why we got tokens now. It's because people did that shit. So they have to find a better system.
Tokens for now, anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah. Tokens obviously didn't work. 2 tokens and a blue for 2 years obviously didn't work. We have to find a better system outside of that, and they're trying that with Crucible next year. That's why I kind of think that Crucible next season is going to be a much more Crucible orientated season, because they're doing Shax first for the new vendor system. There's a lot more focus on what Shax is doing.
I was having a chat with Sebs during the week, and I spoke about the Seattle thing, how they brought the top tier streamers and YouTubers and all that to Seattle. What they should do, if they want to get input, is just go, okay, well, this person has played 5,000 hours of this game and he's still playing it, whether he's a streamer, whether he's a nurse, whatever. He's played 5,000 hours of this game. Let's give him a call, or let's contact him and see what he thinks the game needs, doesn't need, and what would help.
Yeah, but the problem is that people that have a lot of hours are going to be these content creators. Like Glad, you look at how many hours Glad will have, but his job has literally been stream Destiny 2 for 9 to 10 hours a day for the last however many years. So his hours are going to be
you can go between
else. But you've got to find a way to find the average player.
Like our voice.
Yeah.
Well, this is what Crucible Labs is supposed to be.
Listen, Bungie,
We can't. Fucking listen.
Crucible Labs was the idea, was they're going to introduce new game mode types, and then community plays it, and then we tell them through playing how much we like it. They never brought anything new in. They put fucking Scorch and Supremacy in there, and Mayhem. And nothing new ever... Oh, sorry, Momentum Control, I think, as well. Game modes we've had before.
Which was all D1.
Yeah, we've had all of these before. They may as well put fucking Rift in there. They didn't put something like Capture the Flag.
That was an excellent game mode.
Rift was amazing, but they needed to put something new in there and actually test something for us to give them feedback properly. They were just putting stuff that we already knew we liked or didn't like in there, and it was kind of just stacking the deck for results.
Do you reckon a sandbox mode?
Like PUBG and H1Z1, they've got your main game, and then they've got so they'll go, okay, from October such and such to November such and such, this other server will be open. If you can jump in there, fuck around, Tell us what you think. It's only going to be open for a week, and then tell us what you think. There's a survey at the end of the week. If you play, if you put in so many amount of hours, you can fill out the survey. Well. They'll get it. Exactly right. And so it's just the simple stuff. Can I have a drink, woman?
But yeah, you're right. So having things in there where it's making people get involved. Well, not making, but giving people the option to get involved, and then they're getting noticed for or getting rewarded for the hours they put in, and then giving honest feedback, because it's not going to hurt you, you know. And that's what I mean. Like if
exactly right,
something like that in Destiny, where it was, hey, we're going to try this game mode of Crucible. It's going to be on Europa, and there's going to be the storm clouds in it. Let us know how you go. So every sniper in existence is going to go, this is fucked. Because
exactly right.
I'm going to get your aim, and then I'm just going to start sliding across the ice like I'm Michael Jackson. So it's going to be, but like you say,
fingering kids.
Well,
it's going to start like this,
fingering kids. Like,
yeah,
we're not Joe Biden. Come on.
We don't do political. We don't do political.
We don't do people that are alive, man. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, we don't do political on anything.
It's not political. It's entertainment.
Monster, you signed the contract.
No,
the NDA, man.
It's not entertaining to do that.
For us, it is anyway.
No, it's not.
Something like that needs to be done. Otherwise, it's not going to be. Why bring PvP in when there is no fucking PvP? Your player base will start to fucking deteriorate, and then it's only going to be PvE.
But PvE is falling away as well. We're bored of PvE. We want to take weapons in and beat the shit out of each other, but there's no reason to go and beat the shit out of each other.
Where's the new recluse? Where's the new fucking? Where's the new recluse? Where's the fucking?
Revoker,
not forgotten.
No, not forgotten.
Where's all these things? Why aren't they fucking bringing in these? Why aren't they bringing in these fucking?
What is it? Chain of command. Get rid of Luke Smith. Fuck him off.
I don't know.
He's been there long enough.
I don't know.
He's been there long enough.
Luke Smith, I don't even know you. It's him. That guy. It's the fucking. It's the guest.
Put someone else at top.
Monster's going to try to log in at top. You've been removed from the game.
Put someone else at top.
It's just at the end of the day, go and play Farming Simulator.
At the end of the day, it's a chain of responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if
the
he's
fish
head honcho,
rots from the head down.
He's letting all this stuff come out. So maybe they need someone else at top.
But that was the only.
No, this is shit. It's not getting released.
One of the reasons why people played PvP was that fucking not forgotten, the recluse, the fucking mountaintop. People just hammered it, tried to get the 5,500, they couldn't, tried to get the so many wins. And then nothing else happened. Yeah. Once they had these, after a thing, fine, sunset them guns, that's fair enough. But what they should have done is before more out, they had to be a fucking guy to go and fucking get.
There's nothing wrong with giving skilled players rewards and weaker players not getting them. That's what they have to accept. They have to accept the fact that weaker players can't get everything.
Yeah, that's where
not
Trials
as good as rewards.
Yeah,
Trials has gone wrong because you're not getting rewards to get the top level. You're getting rewarded from doing whatever the fuck you want.
There's plenty of games out there that do this, whether they're multiplayer or not. Like there are plenty of games that reward you for doing extra time. You know?
Yep.
Like. That's the point. That's like why Destiny players are struggling here, is because they don't feel like their time is worth it, because streamers and non-streamers put X amount of hours in and then it's just done.
Yeah.
But that's what you get, though. You've got, all right then, guys, top-end players, you'll get this. But then they go, and then the little guys at the bottom go, well, I won that. I won that shit. But they don't, though, and they'll just whinge and whinge and whinge until Bungie goes, well, actually, mate, what you can do, though, you can wait for fucking so many years, and now you can just buy it off the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Off you fucking truck.
That's fine.
Like I did with the mountaintop, because I couldn't be bothered.
I'm gonna do that with Felwinter. Obviously, Felwinters isn't an earnable thing, but it's like I'm gonna do that with Felwinters for a season, and then who gives a shit? Like it's gone again.
But
I'm happy. I'm
so
happy for them to do that. Like if there's a mountaintop that comes in and it's like you have to earn this until the last season before it's sunset, and then everyone fucking gets it, and we have a season of mountaintop. I don't give a fuck. It's gone.
Yeah, in D1, I know I keep always going back to D1. It was I don't know. It's so if they fucked up. So when there was a meta, it was double stickies, and what was the shotgun? The exotic shotgun, universal remote. Double stickies, universal remote, and self-res. That is all you were getting, game in, game out, day in, day out. It was, you would see someone, you'd see an orange thing come towards you and the duck behind a wall again. We had that for a fucking year.
Oh my god. You were
Before they've
throwing
gone,
fridge
okay, we'll
magnets
fix that
across
now.
the map that would do 90-degree turns.
And the Target, yeah, exactly. The Target acquisition was worse when they brought out the first Nova Bomb in D2. They would follow you around the map for years. And we had that for a year. A year we had that for. But then people go, okay, well, this is getting boring now, so we're going to start using our guns again. And it fixed itself.
Yeah.
You still get the occasional dickhead, me, that would continue to use it. But then that's when your teabags come in. Because they were so OP. The grenades were so deadly. So if you use them, you're a noob. You're trash. You're getting bagged.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, okay, I deserve this bag because I'm using something that's so broken. And these guys are using guns.
Do you think within trials would it like in prestige mode on the raids, they will turn around, you have to use this this loadout. So whether it's fucking sidearm, whether it's fusion rifle, whether it's fucking sword, you have to use this loadout. Would trials benefit where them turn around and goes, we are locking your loadout, this is the way you have to do, and then it will fucking change up. Players will turn around and go, well, I don't usually use a fusion rifle, now I have to use a fusion rifle or a fucking sniper rifle, fucking sidearm, whatever the fuck it is,
It's totally worth a trial, eh?
You know, to be a fun
at this
mode
point.
is that
At
gun
this
game
point,
that
anything
COD
new.
does.
Yeah, it'd be fucking cool.
At this point, anything new would be good for the game. Not reskinned, not brought back, not anything new at this point. I think would be good, whether it's PvE or PvP. Anything new, and that gives you. If you spend 1,000 hours in it, you're going to get your decent rolled gear. If you spend 2 hours in it, well, you're going to get fucking nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
that's
good. That'd be good for the game.
Yeah.
Whether it's PvE, PvP, you put in the time, you're going to get the gear. If you're just going to come in on a Monday afternoon, too bad.
Yeah. My big fear is that over the next 2 years, it's too PvE based. It's so.
It hasn't got 2 years if they don't fix it.
No, exactly right. That's what I mean. Is that everything's so based on the story timeline now that it's PvP doesn't have a stepping stone in it. Unless they start. Yeah, they could bring it in, but the thing is, are they going to? Like, yeah, okay, cool. They've brought out that Osiris and Saint are in a relationship. That's cool. But how about we get lore on what Saint did while he was vanished?
I think they're lucky.
Usually they just put the penis up the butthole.
Not
that's
what he did to Osiris, you cock-gobbling hippie folk.
I think
the rivets are on the
Bungie's
outside.
Lucky. I think Bungie's lucky that Anthem flopped and Cyberpunk flopped. If they bring out another game, see that the next game that's coming out, and I've been watching a few videos on it. I can't remember that. I think it's Outriders or something like that.
Yeah.
If that's good, see you later. For the PvE, they'll just go to that. They'll go, okay, see you later. If that's good and it doesn't come out and it flops, another game comes out and it's good and it doesn't flop, people will just go to it. Simple as that. Because it's something new and exciting.
Battlefield 6, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, huge. Even now, they are still huge games to play. You go then to Battlefield 1, that was fun for a little while, but it died in the ass pretty quick. And then you had the next Battlefield, which was just shit.
Battlefield 2
so
was
Battlefield 6
5 they called it, wasn't it?
Yeah. So now Battlefield 6 is going to be the remastered version of Battlefield 4. And that to me is sexy as shit because I love Battlefield 4 and a lot of people did. So you're going to have the PvP base from Destiny are going to want that PvP love again. They're going to go to games like that.
I'm just doing a Sebs.
He's pulled the joke from last week and he wasn't even here.
I need a plant, guys. I need a plant.
I am.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I can't fuck. Yeah, look. Let me get a plant.
Let me get my bush. Kai, can you bring me a plant?
See that? See that plant?
That's illegal. That's illegal.
$1,000 plant.
God. Can I piss in it?
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
What does it do? Does it like?
Oh, it makes you coffee.
It makes you
But,
coffee, right?
It's a coffee. It shits beans.
But like, something needs to happen though. Like we're all in under the same. We're all in. We're all under the same. We're all together in this. Like something needs to happen. Like not just PvE based, but PvP based. Because at the end of the day, that's what Destiny is. It's PvE and PvP. There's a reason why there's a PvE based to this. Yeah. And the issue is that nobody gives this, whether the new change of management and stuff like that has gone, well, fuck it, we're gonna, because they keep fucking turning around and telling them that it wants to be like World of Warcraft. But World of Warcraft has a PvP. No, it can't. It'd have to be completely fucking remastered because it just hasn't got the same thing as, but like it just doesn't fucking make sense to try and make it into like a World of Warcraft thing. It's a completely remodel of the fucking of the existing model. That's Luke Smith's idea.
That's Luke Smith's idea. Wants it more like World of Warcraft, and he's number one. So if he's number one and someone comes, oh, we should try this, he's going to say no, isn't he? Because he wants it. He's already got a vision on how he wants it. Bring someone new, fresh at the top.
The MMO side of it would be good. Like there would be a lot of really big pluses to come from that. Turning Destiny into a game, excuse me, like your WoWs would be. There's a lot more benefits to get out of it than what we're getting now. You know, if you've got something that's all about that style of gameplay, that's going to be 10 times better than what we've got now. But the shit that they have to revamp. It's Destiny 3.
But they can't bring out basic shit at the moment, so how are they going to revamp the game?
Right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the issue, isn't it? Like, if
we've
gone off a tangent.
We need to get to the next season.
Supposed to be a PvP. This is supposed to be a PvP episode, and we've kind of gone, fucking need to sort this shit out.
That's what PvP is at the moment. That's all
we just go,
It's.
But that's the thing though. That if it's not, you like, all right, it's a PvP episode, but it also comes down to they have to fix the game as a whole. Because if they don't fix it as a whole, well, there's no point playing it, is there? Because, you know, with the raid come out and you took me through the raid. All right, cool. I experienced your raid. It's awesome. I'm going to go back to PvP.
Yeah.
If there's no PvP and all you got to do is raid, well, see you later. I'm gone.
Yeah.
If you know, gone. See you later. Hands down. Yeah. I won't think about it twice because the raids to me are boring as shit. I don't want to spend 4 hours in there to get a gun when I can, you know, every week. I would rather sit there and just continuously play the game differently. And but that's just my view. But if they don't fix it as a whole, then the other side will fail and the other side will suffer. And if they fix PvE, it may fix PvP. It's just, but at the end of the day, we're four blokes sitting here talking shit, and it'd be excellent if Bungie,
fucking biblical.
if you know, if they listen to the little guy just once, even just one little guy, the little guy will say,
I say that to Jade all the time. Would you listen to my little guy? And she always laughs at me.
Yeah, it's because you just shoved her in your fucking eye.
But she gave you the time of day to sit there and explain what you wanted. But she laughed, yes. But you still got to get your point across.
She's not supposed to laugh. She's not supposed to laugh at you.
You know,
here's where she's going fucking wrong. No, but
you got your point across.
We've cracked the code. Destiny is fixed. She's not supposed to laugh.
Maybe
everyone look at Dill's Willy.
Maybe that's why Log is such a advocate of. Oh fuck my mind. Maybe that's why.
There's just as much more bush as fucking Sebs.
Maybe that's why fucking Log is such an advocate for this, because he wants fucking he wants to be huge.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe that's why hopefully this podcast does fucking something, because like I'd love to turn around and close your fucking mouth, Agnakai.
No, I'm gonna
Holy
yawn.
fucking shit! Look away when you fucking yawn. I just saw you where you had like fucking dick in your fucking mouth. Like you said,
that's another
Monster,
topic.
Like that's fucking like you said, something needs to happen. They need to listen to the fucking. They need to listen to the fucking like the small guy. They like it's so many times. All right, sunsetting shit. Fuck, we done something wrong. People are fucking big head honchos are fucking complaining, and away you fucking like it's a backpedal.
But if they listen to the little guy and it doesn't work, at least they tried.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the
if they can prove that they've tried and done something new and it's failed, cool. Move on.
Yeah,
Let's go again. If people see that they're trying, then I think it will be happy.
What's that thing that they did in somebody was talking about Halo where they built their own maps?
Forge.
Never played Halo before.
No, I know. Like somebody was talking about it. I think it was Corgi talking about he building his own maps. Put that opportunity in. Put that opportunity in there, because then people will turn around and go, "I'm just going to fucking build a map," and then they turn and go, "Well, everybody loves this map," and they offer it out to everybody.
Well, that actually happened.
And then
that actually is what happened with Forge. They put Forge into Halo 3, and then from 4 onwards, Forge maps were part of the multiplayer world. There's a playlist mode called Forge Island where people's maps got voted the most popular, and they became actual maps. And they're actually like competitive maps now. Like,
because if they
proven to work.
If they struggle to turn around and goes, we can't get people to make maps. Just get the fucking community to make maps.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying before about if you brought in a sandbox mode.
Yeah.
You know, you bring that in there, that's fucking half your job done.
Oh,
yeah. That's
Yeah,
exactly
like-
right. Anyway,
what's for dinner?
we've been going for fucking 2 hours.
All right.
Shit, really?
Yeah,
Cheers,
it
Monster.
flies, man.
Thanks. Yeah, cheers,
Thanks
Monster.
for having me,
Thanks
guys.
for
It
all
was
your
fun
input,
talking
mate.
to
It's
shit.
fucking awesome.
We didn't even get to touch on the touchy subjects of the good old Juntu or Jotun or
Oh, look, everyone hates him and
the
everyone loves
warlock, the warlock weapon or whatever you want to call it.
him. Look,
Alright,
warlocks
so
need to be
final-
nerfed. They're overpowered. I'm fucking sick of them.
So, all right. So I'm gonna throw it out here for you, Monster. If people are going to want to get better in PvP, both competitive in trials and everything like that, in 60 seconds, what's your advice?
Don't do what Sebs does. That's number one.
Copy that.
So
Wank?
get rid of your warlock.
Wank while we
get
play?
Get rid of your warlock and get rid of your Juntu. Get rid of them.
Juntu.
That's number one. Number one. Number two, stick if you like hand cannons, if you like shotguns, stick to that gun. Don't go back and forward, because you're not. Each gun has different characteristics and yada yada yada. Stick to that gun. Play with it for, say, if you're a casual and you only get on a couple hours a day, stick with that gun for the week. If you don't like it, cool, move on. Learn the maps A, B, and C. They're your fundamentals on each map, because then you can do your call outs from A to B, A to C, C to A. And just play the game. Play Crucible. Whether you're getting 6 stacked, whether you just go in with your friends and you learn 4v1 and you learn to when to peek, not to peek, and just play the game.
I'm fucking
You know what we
hyped.
should do
I
one
want to go
night?
play fucking Crucible.
I reckon one night we need to get a big group of us together, fill a private lobby, and do our own version of gun game.
I challenge Corgi to this shit. I challenge Corgi to fucking... Because he's gone to Xbox now. When crossplay comes out, we're doing fucking crossplay Clan Wars.
The other question I have that I completely fucking forgot about, so don't worry about me whatsoever. I just completely forgot my question. That was directed at Monster.
Well, I think
What the fuck is the point of that? So sorry to interrupt,
I had
guys.
on my thing.
I forgot my
had on
question.
Fuck.
Oh, one more thing before we go. I don't remember what it is, but there is one more thing.
Shit, it was just all the point that it's gone. Fuck you all, it's gone.
I was today years old.
I was this year old. Nah, fuck it.
All right,
I was here when
Well,
Sevs
all right.
fucked up
Sign
again.
us out. Sign us out, Dilly.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again. This has been our second live streamed episode. We will, well, the boys will do it again sometime soon, I'd imagine. Monster, we really appreciate you jumping in with us tonight, dude. It's good to have
No, it
somebody
was a
else.
pleasure. It was good fun.
Except for listening to Sevs all the time. But
I
I'll
can't
send you-
understand him anyway. I just nod.
Yeah, it's like someone's talking with peanut butter in their mouth. But we do we do appreciate it, brother. We will see you on the ground somewhere, no doubt. Sevs,
Absolutely.
thank you.
No worries.
And we will do it again. What?
And
What?
I just want to give a
Do you
shout
remember?
out to I just want to give a shout out to everybody in the UK and America. They're going through a fucking hard time with this COVID shit. Stay fucking safe. I know we've got a few listeners in these areas. Stay safe, guys. It's fucking hard. Fuck you all. I'm out.
Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. If you're still on the stream, I'm gonna be going live with Destiny gameplay in like 5 fucking minutes. I'm gonna go take a dump. Peace, guys.
Do it.
See you soon.
You're gonna go take a Sevs.
I'm gonna go take a sips.
Sevs it.